Greetings, welcome inside a Tuesday.
It's Tuesday.
It's Tuesday. It's what
Just
it is.
a Tuesday.
It's Tuesday.
You woke up. You were all
It's
excited.
Tuesday.
Here we go.
It's Tuesday.
Yay.
It was a world-beating Tuesday
Tuesday.
until it wasn't.
It was a world be free beating Tuesday, and then the day there was no baseball. Someone
Wow,
calls it
there was no
the
baseball.
Day there was no
Which
baseball.
earth was that on?
Yes. We could be close to seeing a record-breaking performance in
Yay.
Major League Baseball
So excited.
as the White Sox and the Angels 0-0 in the seventh. A loss by the White Sox would give them the most losses in baseball history.
How about that?
They would own it in the record book, but like Bill Pullman liked to say in Independence Day, we will not go gentle into that good night. Oh, they're really going 0-0 in the seventh. There are dozens of fans here in Chicago extremely excited about it.
Now,
Although, I will say, attendance is pretty good tonight because
Sure.
hey, we're going to lose game 121. I want to be
Well,
there.
we're going to see a record. I'm sure
Yeah.
plenty of those folks are asking for a paper ticket to commemorate the experience. The only thing that's wrong with it is you're going to end up setting a record by losing to the Angels.
Well, you lost to everybody. It's
Yeah,
not
yeah,
like,
no,
it's
that's
like,
fine.
oh,
but it's
man.
they're not much better than you are.
No, well, I don't know about that.
It's all relative.
I don't know about that.
It's all relative.
They're going to lose 100 games, and they're still going to be 20 games ahead of
That's
the
pretty scary,
White
isn't
Sox.
it?
I mean,
Yeah. No,
I don't know that you can
it's not good.
complain.
I did enjoy the fact that the White Sox decided, screw it, we're just going to do a random logo generator as well. So Logan O'Hoppy's at the plate, and it's got the Guardians logo up there instead of the Angels.
They're all just done. Everybody's done. Like, I don't even want to be
Well,
there.
you saw the
I don't
social
wanna
media
be there.
You- after the last loss. Yeah, go check MajorLeagueBaseball.com for the MLB.com for the latest score.
You talk about difficult days to come to work this week working for the Chicago White
No,
Sox.
but you know it's over.
It's just hanging over you,
You know
man.
it's done. The sword
Yeah.
of Damocles is there. It's going to fall. It's just a matter of which day.
The only thing I can say to you, it's lucky that it's not going to be the Cubs that gives you the loss. Like, that's the thing.
Well,
Like, it won't be the Cubs.
But even then, like they actually had a little bit of expectation.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of hand wringing and angst.
But it doesn't matter.
So it's like all the disappointment of the Bears start and Waldron
Yeah.
and Caleb Williams. We should have drafted Daniels. I told you that. And Harbaugh should have been the coach. There's a million things that's swirling around there. But the Cubs are getting their share of derision because there was actually a bit of expectation that that team could be good.
Yeah,
and
but-
instead they fall to the wayside again.
Yeah, but it
The
doesn't
White-
matter. Look how bad the White
I
Sox. It
know.
doesn't matter.
But in the end,
The Cubs look like the 27 Yankees compared to this.
Wow, everybody looks like
I mean-
the 27 Yankees. I like that this is a great obfuscation of you of your Mets losing in a very
Oh, it
important
was
game,
terrible.
but
That
it
was
becomes about
terrible.
the White Sox and lost
That's why I
121
said-
because it'll eclipse the 1962 Mets.
That's why I know.
So I mean, there's a
exactly.
little bit of that. Marvelous Marv goes into this good night.
That's why I said this was a Tuesday. That's what it is. It's a Tuesday.
You didn't
Because
say anything.
at least
you went numb.
It's a Tuesday. Well, because here's
I
the
thought
thing.
you were going to start drooling.
Here's the thing. If the Mets, the Mets lost already, so now I'm looking at, great, it's a one-game lead, and Chris Sale is pitching tomorrow, unless there's a hurricane, in which case then who knows when they're going to play.
Yeah.
So they're looking at losing the first two games and needing to win the third to not really pretty much be eliminated. So all this good feeling of the whole season, I'm like, oh, great. The very bit at least, Francisco Lindor was on deck in the ninth inning
it's
to pinch hit. So it makes me think that we're going to see him tomorrow because the Mets are looking for some kind of karma coming off of this game, but tell you, man, I've gone from all the excitement, ready, let's go, to, oh, it's doom and gloom. It's happening
The
again.
fact that it's Chris Sale that's
It's
giving you
happening
the
again.
doom and gloom feelings. Again, former White Sox ace, long ago.
It's happening
Several
again.
teams ago.
Just like 2022 when the Braves needed to sweep, they did. They need to sweep. They're going to. It's just how it works.
You still
man.
have the Jets.
Just how it works. Well, that's true. That's true.
You got Josh Hart throwing out a first pitch for the Yankees.
And in 2 Sundays, the Knicks start playing
No,
basketball.
that's what I mean.
so
We're
there
already
is that.
starting to get the pressers going and everything getting back towards the NBA. So you'll be able to leave this disappointment of a finish of a season behind pretty fast.
Well, here's what I like to do in situations like this.
Punt.
No. Punt.
Check. Check.
What I like to do, it's funny you say that because, my daughter's playing flag football this fall, and it's the first time the school has had it. They're very excited about the sport
Yeah,
and
it's
everything.
great. Yeah.
And when you want to punt, there's no punt, right? You just move the ball like all the way back to the other team's 20-yard line.
Oh, really?
So you punt, there's no
that's
punting,
too
right?
bad.
So the thing is that when it gets to be when they flip it over to fourth down, you actually the coach has to yell out what he wants. So incomplete pass on third down, the chain flips over to fourth. You hear punt, because he's got to yell it to the referee, so the referee can move the ball down.
Over.
You punt. We're punting. Punt. Okay,
I
punt.
could just
I guess you're punting.
could have seen Zoe bearing down on someone waiting to
punting.
receive the punt. Oh, she broke the halo violation and laid her out.
And she goes, "What? What? It wasn't me. It wasn't me. I didn't foul anybody. I didn't punch Caitlin Clark in the face. I didn't do that."
You've taught her a couple of victory dances, so she might dance over the opponent.
But the best thing to do in situations like this is always to look at a team that has it worse than you.
Oh,
so
okay,
I submit
good.
what happened today with the Dallas Cowboys.
It's worse than the White Sox.
Hey, who's got it? Ooh. Well, at least you had no
No. But see, like, this is a long time coming. This is just a
Yeah.
culmination of an entire summer of sadness.
Yeah. Oh, it is. It is.
And I've watched every bit of it, and I've watched it die a little bit.
Yeah, but you weren't happy in the spring either, so I would say it's spring.
Oh, no,
and summer
I knew it was
sadness.
going to be bad. It was just a matter of how bad.
Yeah, it's like you got broken up with, and she went to the spring dance with someone else, and then was dating somebody else after school into the summer, and then came back to school in the fall. She's dating a third person.
It's like you read my journal.
Yeah, that's
or my short story.
I kinda
soon to
have
be
to.
adapted by Lifetime Television.
So let's get to the Dallas Cowboys, because boy, did Jerry Jones have a great my fault today from his weekly appearance on radio in Dallas. So the Cowboys, they win week 1. Everything is awesome. They get boat raced in week 2, and they get boat raced in week 3 before a comeback at the end makes it look like it was a close game.
It looked good. Yeah.
But Jerry Jones, I will give him the nod for this before I just then tear Jerry Jones apart. I give Jerry Jones the nod for this because the 1-2 start, he was asked, "Hey, Jerry, whose fault is this?" And Jerry said, it's mine.
WFAA TV this morning had a poll, saying who was to blame for the 1-2 start, the players in the field, everything. 70% said that you were the one to blame. Is that fair?
That's very fair. That's very fair. It's well known that no decision is ultimately made there for what I either haven't acquiesced or approved it. That's very fair. How could you think otherwise?
See? All right, first of all, he somehow made, and that's what I love about Jerry Jones, he somehow made it taking responsibility for a bad start, yet still made it's all about me.
Well, he took all that energy like a
Of
supervillain.
Of course it's fair.
Right? And I said, wait, I didn't know he could do that.
Nobody else, man. Steven doesn't make decisions. Jerry Jr. doesn't make decisions. Nobody. I
just stole that guy's soul.
I make them all. Yep, that's very fair to say. That's my fault. Yep, my fault.
That guy was waiting for pushback, waiting for Jerry to fight. It's like, damn it, you gave me nothing.
What's your next question? What do you got? Now, there's two big things to take away from this. One, something different about Jerry Jones. Because I always like, hey, what's something different we can say about Jerry Jones and the Cowboys in the start here? His first thing is that it really is amazing that Jerry Jones is in like year 30 of the Cowboys being all about him. There's no owner in sports we give the time of day to more than just for a day or 2 days here and there when there's somehow in the news for something.
Yeah, Arthur Blank got his commemorative cup.
Yeah, and when
gave away hot dogs.
When Bryce Young gets benched, David Tepper becomes a topic for a couple of days. But Jerry Jones has made the Cowboys about him. We talk about the owner. He's the guy, man. Like, you think about that. We don't talk about any. Mark Cuban on and off for a long time, but really not Mark
He's
Cuban.
He's not an owner
in the last
anymore,
few
so
years.
it doesn't matter.
So, but Jerry, we've made it. He's found a way to make the biggest, most popular team in football about him for 3 decades. I mean,
that's special.
All the big star players they have had coming through Dallas, and it's been about him. Now, here's the other part of it, okay, is that if you want to sit here and talk about blame, right? We're talking like what's Tom Cruise's line from Few Good Men? Hey, my dad taught me that winning a trial is about assigning blame. He's going to give us our clients. We're going to give him Kendrick, right? You're going to give me the players. I'm going to give you Jerry Jones. If you're looking at the Cowboys underachieving now for the better part of 30 years, okay? Now, it's not like he didn't achieve because he took over the team and he made a lot of big moves that were unpopular at the time. But look, he won 3 Super Bowls, right? Hey, Tom Landry had enough. That's not a popular move. Jimmy Johnson comes in. Cowboys have a dynasty. But Jerry Jones is that player who, and we talk about players like this a lot, where if you're looking at him as an owner, who is he? He's that player who had a lot of success, a lot of surprising success really early in his career, and as a result, never understood what he had to do to keep it going.
That's fair.
Right? Like
Sure.
he's like that I've heard that a lot about the career was like Miles Austin. Right, when Miles Austin showed up in Dallas and suddenly he's amazing. It's like, wow, who knew he was this good? When you have so much success and it's unexpected, right? Because there's guys coming out of school. I know what I have to do to prepare to be a star. I get into the league. I know how to prepare to be a star. I can handle it, move on. But there's players that when they get to the league and all of a sudden, hey, for whatever reason, that first couple of years, hey, I got the league at I'm doing whatever I want to do. This is great. Lots of guys don't know what it takes to sustain that. And as a result, they never learn. You can't do things this. You always have to evolve. You always have to figure out when the defensive backs figure out what to do. You have to figure out a way. When you start slowing down a little bit, you have to figure out a better way to get in and out of your breaks, whatever it is. But that's who Jerry Jones is. You want to talk about Jerry Jones, it's my fault. He's someone that had tremendous amount of success early, and he came in with all his money, and I'm making these unpopular moves, and what happened? He brings in a great head coach. He's got 3 Hall of Famers at quarterback, running back, and wide receiver, and it was great, right? He had so much success that early in his career as an owner. He's not known how to get past that, how to figure things out the rest of the way, how to build a roster that can sustain competing over a long period of time. Can't tell me you can't do it. I watched the Patriots do it for 20 years, right? I watch the Steelers do it every year. They're over 500. They're in the playoffs. He has never figured it out because he had so much great success the first few years that after that, okay, this is just going to happen because I'm the owner of the Cowboys and I can do whatever I want. But then you can't bring in the right head coach and you can't get the quarterback right. Then you can't get the rest of the team right. You start overpaying. And this is almost 30 years of the Cowboys underachieving. So if you want to break down Jerry Jones saying it's my fault, yeah, what we saw this last year of him not going out and signing anybody, yeah, we knew the Cowboys were going to stink. Oh, but I'm going to give Dak and CD money. You had Dak and CD last year. You need to go out and get better players. You can't tell me you didn't have money for Derrick Henry. You had money because you hadn't given any money to Dak or CD Lamb at that point. You could have given money to Derrick Henry. Don't give me couldn't afford Derrick Henry.
It's all nonsense.
That. So
yeah.
Couldn't afford Mark Henry either. WWE.
Nicely
Lots
done.
of guys named Henry. Can't afford him. Couldn't afford Henry Thomas. He hadn't done ET since 1983. That's Jerry Jones. That's why this is no surprise. He's never learned. How do I sustain that initial success? And instead, this is why the Cowboys are where they are.
Well, I mean, Henry Thomas did go on to a tremendous career as a character actor. I mean, he's shown up in a lot of dramas through the years. But that to say, we talked about Trevor Lawrence last night, right? He's on the other end of the spectrum of a star that now it's, all right, what's your next act, right? Kyler Murray, that was you dominated all of these levels. What's your next act? You brought up the other side of it of unexpected success. It's like, well, all right, this seems to be working. How do I get better? For Jerry Jones, everything he touched early turned to gold, and he credited himself for all of it. Not Jimmy Johnson, not any of the other influences that he had in terms of building those rosters. It all became, look in the mirror, I'm the guy. And
well, that's how he lost Jimmy Johnson. When he had a party, he said, I could have Barry Switzer coming and coach his
and
team.
that's what he did.
Hey, guess what?
No, but that's the point, right? Is it became all about for 30 years. And every once in a while, Steven locks him in the closet and prevents him from making a move and getting the player that he really wants, either in the draft or getting on the phone when they take it away and give him one of those toy telephones. And like he's not talking to GMs about potential acquisitions. The fact that he made it about himself like he was a football wizard and over 30 years has never been wise enough to realize. That's the thing. 30 bleeping years, man. Nah. He had a 4-year run of dominance.
Next year's my year.
Right? Those drafts all worked. All 3 of those guys, 3 of the greatest at their position you've ever seen. Troy Aikman doesn't get nearly enough love for what he did for that squad. But that's another argument another time. But after that, at no point, not after a 5-year of futility, a 10-year of futility, celebrating, commemorating all of those teams of yesteryear. When you had the 20th anniversary of the first Super Bowl, that should have probably been enough to tell you, man, I probably want to go back to the way we did things then.
Yeah.
We were a lot better.
Hey, you think Emmett can still run it a little bit? You think
he gets off the couch in that commercial and then gets trucked.
I know that the Donald kid is sleeping during the Rams games. Maybe Emmett can just run a couple of times, just kind of show the young guys how to do it.
Well, at this point, Emmett ain't going to be much worse than the run game that Jerry's trotting out there.
But that's who Jerry Jones is, with unexpected success early, and you never learn how to sustain it, and look what happens. That's
Bunch of
Jerry
yes
Jones.
people around him, man. Someone just got to shake him and say, Jerry, wake up.
Managing staff for your supply chain is complex. It's complex. It's hard to run a team. But let Express Employment Professionals provide the workforce you need. With Express, you can lower contingent labor costs and reduce turnover. Go to expresspros.com to find a location near you. That is expresspros.com. Well, coming up next, we get into what is without a doubt the biggest, most bizarre story of the week in the NFL. Keep it here. Jason and Mike, Fox Sports Radio. Well, you put it off long enough. Time to replace your tires. Tire Rack has tires that'll elevate your drive. You want touring tires for commuter comfort, performance tires for sporty handling, all-terrain tires for on- and off-road adventure. Go to TireRack.com to get started. Not sure where to begin? Use the Tire Decision Guide to get a personalized tire recommendation. They'll show you the right tires for how, what, and where you drive. Choose from the full line of BF Goodrich tires. They're shipped fast and free to a recommended installer near you. Or choose the convenience of mobile tire installation. They'll bring your new tires to your home or office and install them on site. It doesn't get much easier than that. Go to TireRack.com/sports to see their BF Goodrich test results, tire ratings, and consumer reviews. And be sure to check out all the current special offers. You want great tires and a great deal? What more could you ask for? That's TireRack.com/sports. TireRack.com, which is the way tire buying should be. Sports Radio, the Jason Smith Show with my best friend Mike Harmon.
OJ did it.
We are live right now.
Yeah.
6 out, Fox Sports Radio on Twitter.
I should have shaved.
You should have, but that's okay.
Now I'm just showing my age.
Yeah, no, it's all right.
Got the big glasses on. I was
all
going
right.
to put those shiny sunglasses on that are over there, trying to cover up the circles under
You
my
were gonna
eyes. but-
steal somebody's
No,
sunglasses. that
just
they
for the
left you.
bit.
Okay,
No.
all right.
And then I would disinfect them and leave them back on
All
the
right.
desk.
Because I found out
As
before,
a good neighbor.
I found out before the show tonight because we're ordering food. We welcome back
Yeah.
Justin Frostberg.
Yeah.
After being out the last couple of weeks, who came back for OT. Look, I'll tell you, Frostberg's been out. He's been trying to procure 3 or 4 Shohei Ohtani home run balls. I don't know how many he's got, but now that
No,
he's back,
but I got dirt.
you got the dirt.
I've
they're
got
selling
Ohtani
now?
dirt.
Otani dirt.
They're selling dirt at Dodgers.
Was he
Stadium
hanging
now.
out at a casino with
Shohei
C.J.
stood on
Abrams?
this dirt.
No. The Dodgers right now. Dodgers Padres big series this week. 1-0 Dodgers. The Dodgers, and I don't know where is it in the home. Is it at Chavez Ravine? Are they selling it? Like where are they selling this?
Well, where else is Dodger Stadium?
Okay. Well, I don't know if they were selling it there. You can
Oh,
buy.
that's the ground Shohei walked on.
You-
That's
and-
the only place you could
and,
sell
th-
it.
and this is how they're selling it: dirt from Dodgers from the batter's box, and they're pumping it as dirt Shohei Ohtani walked on this season.
It's good to
You
see
can
that
buy
they
the
got on
dirt
board
that
that.
he walked on. How great is that?
No, that's
Take
good to see
home a
that.
piece of Dodger Stadium, the ground Ohtani stood on
There it is.
for
Yeah.
his at bat here in his momentous 2024 season.
$79.99.
There you go. There you go.
How much?
I don't know, but you know what I would
How
do?
much? Is that $100? A little, because we've seen this done. Tops has done some product
So
like
opening
this.
day, it looks like a disc of home plate dirt is $99.
There you go.
That's the
I
best.
love this. I love this. He deferred all his salary. Look
Yeah.
how much money. They're printing money. They're doing snow angels in the money. I showed you the Tops Now product, right? The 50/50 card they printed. 653,000 copies of that.
If this was a movie, you'd be able to eat the dirt and get superpowers.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like suddenly, boy, like a kid, he shouldn't have eaten the dirt, but he goes to baseball practice after, and he's just launching bombs, going, "Oh, all of a sudden I can hit home." I
So,
don't understand. I can hit home
Do you
runs
think
like this.
Ohtani eats his own dirt?
No.
He
I'm-
should.
That he walked on? That's
Remember-
how he gets the power?
I don't know. I don't know how he gets his
I think
power.
we're on to something.
I think you got to be careful. You start talking about guys ingesting anything and getting special powers.
That's why I just said if it was a movie. I said if it's a movie, if it was a movie, that would be it.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. You eat
Just
someone
keep
eats
saying
the
in
dirt,
a movie.
and then suddenly, I got superpowers
Allegedly.
now. Yeah. That'd be something.
We could do that. No, that's good.
Don't eat dirt. Okay, let me
You
tell-
know what, though?
No
Kids
one
were
eat
healthier
dirt.
when they ate dirt.
Stop. Don't eat dirt. Okay? No one eat dirt. No one eat any dirt of any kind.
Did you not eat any dirt as a
Okay.
kid?
No.
Are you sure?
No. Did you eat any yellow snow?
Probably.
Yeah, I'm sure you did. Ooh, it looks like lemon. No. Put it down. Put it down. Put it down. Put it down.
Hey, sucker's born every minute, and
so-
sometimes you need hydration.
Don't eat dirt. All right, don't. No one eat dirt.
Unless
Just
it's
listen to
Ohtani dirt.
No one eat. Don't.
But I mean,
eat
they
dirt.
finally manicure and choose that dirt
Don't
for
eat
Dodger
the dirt.
Stadium. That's not
Don't
just any dirt.
Don't eat.
Where were
the
you
dirt.
yesterday when I bought it?
Don't eat. No, still. If you buy it, that's great. Don't eat it.
I ate it.
Don't eat.
Is it like the things that they did with sea monkeys back in the day at the back of magazines?
Wait. Here's all you need. Here's all you need to know. Hang on. Here's all you need to know. Alex Teichert. Okay. Is there any protein, any sort of benefit from eating dirt?
Yeah.
No. Come on.
Yeah, let's go.
Stop,
Here
don't.
we go. The band's
no,
back together.
no.
Dude, Jason,
Come
there's
on
literally
now.
a company called Dirt that sells you some of the best dirt in the world.
The best damn dirt money can buy.
Enzymes, nutrients, amino acids. Like, dude,
Woo, let's
Okay,
go.
hang on. If that-
gut biome is a huge thing.
There you go.
Okay,
Yeah.
here's the thing.
We need
Hi.
Ohtani to stand on that
if
type
that-
of dirt. You can
If
get
I
real, like,
could,
Whole
I
Foods money.
surely would.
If that was the case, then how come every movie I see, whether it's post-apocalyptic, there's no food anywhere? There's plenty of dirt. You just eat dirt, you'd be fine, right? It's like a diet.
Okay, you can't survive off of dirt.
You just said
I said you could eat it.
You had all kinds of. It's like going into Jamba Juice. Is the way you described
Yes.
eating dirt. Look at all these enzymes and critical minerals. I go into Jamba Juice and I see the stuff on the menu. I go, how am I even alive? You're missing these critical things.
Jason,
I got to get
you
5
know
of
that
these.
all of the fruits and vegetables come from dirt, right?
Yeah, but you can't eat the dirt.
And so do you.
If there would be no such thing as and no one would get hungry anywhere. It'd be like, oh, post-apocalyptic, how you doing? I got him a dirt farmer. Oh, that's great. What are you doing?
You're being extreme.
There. You just said
Well,
like all
you
these
can
things
do it
are
as a
in dirt.
supplementation.
Yes. I add
Right?
it to
I
my
mean, if you get
smoothies
in
and
a
stuff.
pinch, you could grab one.
Yeah.
What'd you do last night? I listened to that crazy-ass show with Jason and Mike. Yeah, what'd they talk about? Jason was telling people not to eat dirt, but everybody else on the show said to eat it.
Eat
Really?
it.
That's the show? Yeah, that was the show.
You
Eat
should
the
dirt.
brick.
Okay, that was it. Okay, great. I didn't know that.
Being honest.
They really said that? Yeah. No, Jason was the only smart one. He's the only guy saying don't eat the dirt. Everybody else was saying eat the dirt, eat the dirt. Don't eat the dirt. All right, don't eat the dirt. All right, no one eat the dirt.
Dude, look it up. Go ahead. Hit
No.
your Google machine.
No, because that would be the case. There would be no hunger. People would be able to eat dirt.
Jason,
then.
you're being extreme.
How am I
You
being?
can't just eat dirt, but it's
Hey.
okay to eat dirt.
To the extreme, I rock a mic like a vandal. Light up
Oh,
the stage
gosh.
and watch it chump like a candle. Dance. Other DJs say,
Do the dance if you're going to do it.
if crime
You
was
can't go half-ass. Go.
I'd sell it by the gram. Jealous, because I'm out getting mine. Jade with the gauge of vanilla with the 9.
They said as a kid, Jason, God made dirt and dirt don't hurt. It's true. It's okay if you get stuff dirty and eat it.
I've never heard that phrase.
What?
I've never heard God made dirt and
dirt don't hurt.
I've never
Like
heard
if you
that.
drop food or something, pick it up, you're all right.
That's not
You could do it like
Okay.
you're shooting free throws,
Could
and you can
you-
do the 10 count.
all right.
Right? There's
on.
the arm. It's up.
Could
2.
you ingest
3.
dirt and not die?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
But that's a different thing than eating dirt.
No,
like,
no,
oh,
no.
I'm
He wasn't
hungry.
saying you go on an altered diet.
No.
He just said there's all kinds of
No,
stuff.
there
in it.
is, but you can't live on dirt alone.
No, you can't live on dirt at all. You can't live on dirt at all. You can't.
You can't live off of one singular thing at all and live.
Oh, the amount of years of college the three of you have had. This is
I know, I'm
I'm
trying
a
to forget
damn
all of it.
wizard. We're trying to learn you.
no one eat dirt. Please don't eat dirt.
This is what happens, by the way, when you eat dirt. You ready?
Go ahead.
This chick over here, is that your girlfriend?
You should see my girlfriend. You shit yourself.
Oh,
Welcome back, Justin.
yeah, Justin Frostberg is back, everybody. Jay Frost is back.
All right.
Turn
then.
into Joe Dirt. That's
yeah,
what happens.
So sure, no. Joe Dirte. Joe Dirte.
Dirty.
Now,
Hey, the White Sox are losing now, by the way.
yes, we could be on the cusp of baseball history. Isaac Lowenkron will have more with what's trending coming up in a few minutes. But crazy story out of the NFL, crazier than eating dirt. Don't eat dirt. Dan Campbell, we talked about this last week. A story comes out. Lions head coach says, hey, we had to move because too many people knew where he lived in Detroit and getting too much unwanted attention. So he had to move. Very upset. Too many people knew where he lived, so he moved. We talked to Jay Glazer about this last Thursday. He goes, oh, dude, I'm telling you, dude was getting doxxed all last year after the playoff game. There were people showing up at his house to give estimates for things. People called and said, yes, I'm Dan Campbell. Come to my house, and I want an estimate on this. And people kept showing up at his house, and he had to move. And it was a crazy story. Well, now Dan Campbell gave us a little bit more details on it today, is that the big thing that pushed them to move was that he got doxxed by one of his daughter's classmates in school. Following the NFC Championship game, after the Lions lost to the 49ers, one of the kids put Dan Campbell's address on social media with the caption, well, you shouldn't have been going for it, like on all the fourth down that they're going for it. So now people knew where he lived and people were showing up at the house. And Dan Campbell, when this happened the first time, he wasn't home and his daughter was calling him saying, hey, what's going on? They had to flick the lights to make sure people driving by knew that someone was home. So he had to move. He had to move because of this. And, look, but I agree. They shouldn't have gone for it on fourth down as much as they did. We talked about that. But this is so...
you just execute the plays.
This
They were
is
good.
no, you can't go... Okay. No matter what you think about them going for it on fourth down, don't dox anybody.
No, that's right.
Don't eat dirt. Don't dox anybody. These are the lessons we're teaching tonight on the show. This is... And we talk about there are trappings of fame. And the biggest thing that I don't think people take into account is the fact that you give up so much privacy when you do something creative or in the public eye for a living. And no one understands how tough that is. Because, yeah, is it a great life? Does Dan Campbell make a lot of money? Yeah. Does he live in a big house? Yeah. Does he love his life? Love being coach of the Lions? Yeah. There's so many great things. But every second of every day, you have zero privacy. You have zero privacy at work. Because even though he's at work coaching the Lions, when he walks by, does he walk by a sales office or walk by a couple of interns who just want to come up and talk to him and say, hey, coach, how you doing, all this, when maybe you just want 5 minutes to yourself? And then you magnify that by he can't go out to the grocery store and buy food. He can't do that. And people recognize him within 2 seconds of him walking into a store. He can't go to the mall and buy any clothes, right? He can't go out to run to the store for an errand for his wife or his kids without having to worry about, I'm going to get here and someone's going to stop me in line and say something. And maybe it's someone who's upset that we go for it on 4th down when we really shouldn't have. He has absolutely zero privacy. Going out to dinner, how hard is it? You have to take so many safeguards going out to dinner because you don't want people coming up to your table going, hey, coach, how you doing? Boy, shouldn't have gone for it those couple of times on 4th down, man. You throwing the ball to your number 4 receiver in the NFC Championship game on the road? It's different from going for it week 10 against the Bears at home. There's a lot of pressure going on here. Like, he's every single minute of the day when a star goes out, whether it's a football coach or an athlete or an actor or whoever it is or a singer, absolutely zero privacy. You can't go browse in a bookstore. You can't do any of this. And that's the biggest trapping of fame that I don't think people understand, that this is what you give up. And that's a lot to give up. Privacy is a lot to give up, especially when most times as you get older, you want to have time to yourself. You want to be able to do things like that. You want to go visit he can't go visit a national park without someone yelling across to him from a glacier, hey, why'd you go for it on 4th down twice? I mean, twice, coach. I mean, there's no privacy.
You know, I once had a listener find me as I went to a rest stop in a national park. Aren't you? My kids and my then wife were terrified. Nice as could be.
Yeah. But
one of our regular listeners, but you have no idea.
Yeah, you never know.
Yeah, you are. I was like, yeah.
Were you wearing?
And I'm just a guy, facing the crowd, man.
You were wearing a shirt with your picture on it. Said, "I'm Mike Harmon."
No.
Yeah.
But even so, it was my car pulled over. Dude is behind me. No idea.
Okay.
I mean, flattered that
So he
someone
knew your
knew
car?
who the hell so that it became this whole
Was it
thing.
a purple car?
No.
Oh. Did it have Northwestern bumper stickers on
No,
it?
it did not. It had no identifiers that I was on, no Fox Sports Radio logo.
Were you playing the Super Bowl shuffle really loud in the car?
It might have been on the playlist, but I mean, it wouldn't have been that loud. I mean, I don't have the external Blues Brothers speakers. Tonight only,
I'm
the
not
Blues Brothers review.
to cause any trouble. I'm just here to do the. Oh, hi, how you doing? Hey.
But I mean, how many guys have we talked to that have worked here at Fox Sports Radio? Even our offensive lineman brethren who've said, look, we had parties where we would get streamers from the movie studios, and they built little movie theaters in their homes and would cater parties because they couldn't go to the mall.
No, you can't.
Right? And that's not A-list star. That's one of 53. Right? So all of that's certainly true, and you have to decide where that trade-off is. Now, the thing that I wonder going forward, and this is all terrible, right? It's absolutely awful for Dan Campbell and his family and whoever that classmate was. Just a horrible being. But they're going to figure out where he lives next, right? That's not going to stop, is the thing, right? I can't imagine that there's not any town, USA, college, pro, whatever, where people in that neighborhood don't know, hey, that's Coach's house.
Yeah, but this is all, if you're living in a gated community, getting in is harder. That's why
No,
people
well,
live
sure,
in something like
sure,
that.
yeah.
I thought he lived at Applebee's.
No,
Pretty good ads, though.
Applebee's. Him and Hulk Hogan hanging out doing commercials.
Well,
with
you
each
see
other.
that, right? They put up the menu
try.
like it's
They'll never see it
know
coming. They'll never see it coming. Maybe he's got to walk out like that, and people wouldn't know it was him. Although you would know it was him because he's got the thing over his face. So you'd think it was a disguise because he's covering his face with a play sheet, but instead people would then say, "Oh, I know those eyes in the play sheet. That's Dan
You have
Campbell."
two options from the stands, though. You can go classic Lions fan with the bag,
Yeah.
or you can go luchador mask, which we see now and again.
All right. With Lions colors.
Because he's also got the body to be a luchador. So, I mean, he can
Honolulu
get after
blue
it.
luchador
Yeah,
mask.
yeah.
Very nice.
Not bad.
Now to a man who wears a luchador mask to work at least 3 days a week.
There's no question about it.
It's Isaac Lowenkron with What's Trending.
Yeah, a little makeshift tonight, don't you think?
I see
He actually has his hands over his eyes like he's wearing a luchador mask.
Hey, he's committing to the bit.
Sure.
Probably should have wondered how I'm going to run down the important Major League scoreboard wearing this arm luchador mask. Let me just peel it off and cut my losses here.
There was no baseball tonight. It's fine. Just go right to the WNBA playoffs. Right to the playoffs.
Spoken like a true Met fan on the night of a loss. Sorry.
Right to the WNBA playoffs.
Indeed.
Right to the playoffs.
Yes. How about that New York Liberty advancing to the next round? Well, we do start with ongoing Major League Baseball activity. We start at Dodger Stadium with the Padres and Dodgers battling. The Dodgers lead them by just 3 games for first place in the National League West. And right now, San Diego on a 2-run home run by Jake Cronenworth has a 2-1 lead over the Dodgers as they go to the bottom half of the second inning. The Los Angeles Angels holding a 2-1 lead over the White Sox in Chicago. Bottom of the 8th inning with 1 out. The White Sox have the tying run at second, potential go-ahead run at first. Of course, the stakes for this game, the White Sox with a record of 36 and 120. If they lose, they will surpass the 1962 New York Mets, who were 40 and 120 when they called the Polo Grounds home. The Baltimore Orioles defeated the Yankees 5-3 despite Aaron Judge's 56th home run. Yankees missed a chance to clinch the American League East. However, the Twins' 4-1 loss to the Marlins has clinched a postseason berth, incidentally, for Baltimore. The Cleveland Guardians over the Cincinnati Reds 6-1, clinching a first-round bye and home field advantage in the American League Division Series. In the NBA, The Athletic reporting this evening, Los Angeles Clippers forward Kawhi Leonard underwent a procedure on his knee during the offseason, and at the outset of training camp, he will be limited to strengthening his knee. Finally, Jason and Mike, the NFL just announcing that Los Angeles Chargers safety Derwin James's 1-game suspension has been upheld upon appeal, so he will indeed, as expected, miss Sunday's game against the Kansas City Chiefs. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Ilo. Hey, right after the show, our podcast is going to be going up, our best of. If you miss any of tonight's show, be sure to check out the podcast. Just search Jason Smith and Mike Harmon wherever you get your podcast, and be sure to follow, rate, and review the podcast. Again, just search Jason Smith and Mike Harmon wherever you get your podcast from, and you'll see today's show posted right after we get off the air. Now, coming up next, you always say this to me, Mike Harmon, all the great advice I have had against the number this year, now 10-2 on my upset special.
Yeah.
I really may take my own advice for a game tomorrow night. And I'll tell you what I'm going to do coming up next. Right here. Jason and Mike, Fox.